A familiar face has officially left Lennox Town after 6 years behind the scenes, and Martin O'Neill has had his say on the departure. We have also got a Motherwell insider dropping a major transfer hint after a stunning World Cup debut, a goalkeeper opening up on just how massive Celtic really feels compared to his old club, and a Celtic defender who could be about to face Neymar on the biggest stage in world football. Let's get into it. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Viljami Sinisalo has opened up on the scale of Celtic and revealed just how different life in Glasgow has been compared to his time in England at Aston Villa. The Finnish goalkeeper joined Celtic from Aston Villa 2 years ago and has gone on to establish himself as a key figure at the club, particularly following Kasper Schmeichel's retirement. While Aston Villa compete in one of the world's richest leagues, Sinisalo believes Celtic's global reach is on another level entirely. Speaking on the Pipuhili podcast, the goalkeeper explained how quickly he realised the size of the club after arriving in Scotland. He said, "Celtic is maybe 10 times bigger than Aston Villa feels globally. No matter where you go in the world, there's a Celtic fan or supporters club, even in Finland. When you land at Glasgow airport, you immediately feel you're somewhere big. In the city, everyone knows who you are. In the supermarket, people come up for photos. You get used to it and shape your life around it. Celtic truly is a club like no other, in every aspect. The expectation on the players' shoulders every week is unmatched, where a draw can feel like a loss to the supporters. Some players simply cannot handle that pressure and scrutiny, but some absolutely thrive in it, and Sinisalo appears firmly in the latter category. This summer could be massive for him. Following Schmeichel's retirement, the Finnish international is currently Celtic's #1 goalkeeper. The club are actively looking to bring in another goalkeeper during the summer transfer window, which could leave him fighting for a place in the team. He will be looking to emerge as the starting keeper come Flag Day on Monday the 3rd of August. Now for the main story, as Gavin Strachan's time at Celtic has officially come to an end, with West Bromwich Albion confirming the appointment of the coach as part of James Morrison's staff ahead of the 2026-27 Championship season. The Baggies announced their backroom team on Wednesday, confirming Morrison is also welcoming Gavin Strachan as first-team coach to Albion this summer. It brings the curtain down on a significant chapter in Strachan's coaching career. The 47-year-old joined Celtic in 2020 under Neil Lennon and remained at the club through some of the most successful periods in recent history. During his 6 years at Parkhead, Strachan worked under Neil Lennon, Ange Postecoglou, Brendan Rodgers and Martin O'Neill, helping deliver multiple league titles, cup successes and memorable European nights. While rarely in the spotlight himself, he became a highly respected figure behind the scenes at Lennox Town. Reacting to his departure, Martin O'Neill said, "I have only really known Gavin for the past 6 months, but his contribution was vital to our success, and of course, I wish him very well for the future in his new role." His departure comes amid wider uncertainty surrounding Celtic's coaching structure. Supporters have spent weeks waiting for official confirmation regarding Martin O'Neill's backroom team, with Sean Maloney and Mark Fotheringham's situations still yet to be formally announced by the club. Now there is one less familiar face in the building. For Strachan personally, it represents an opportunity to take on a fresh challenge after spending 6 years at Celtic. For the club, however, it is another departure during what is already shaping up to be a summer of considerable change. The timing is particularly notable. Pre-season training is due to begin imminently, while Celtic's first friendly against Shelbourne is now just around the corner. Supporters will hope clarity on the remainder of O'Neill's coaching staff follows quickly. In other news, while Elijah Just is making a name for himself on the international stage, one former player with Motherwell connections has hinted at Celtic making a move for him. The New Zealand international grabbed 2 goals on his World Cup debut as his side earned a 2-2 draw with Iran, a display that caught attention well beyond Scottish football. Those who watched him week in, week out in the Premiership will have been far less surprised. Just enjoyed an outstanding first season at Fir Park, scoring 7 goals and providing 8 assists. His impact earned him nominations for the PFA Scotland Player of the Year award and a place in the league's Team of the Year. Motherwell's club record fee received for a player remains £4.7 million, including add-ons, from when Lennon Miller moved to Udinese last summer, though it will likely take at least double that to secure Just's signature. Celtic have been linked with the 26-year-old for several months, with reports during the January transfer window suggesting the Scottish champions were monitoring the winger, and his stock has only risen since then. Former Scotland defender Colin Hendry believes Celtic could already be making moves behind the scenes. Hendry, whose son Callum plays alongside Just at Motherwell, told Record Sport, "Just was the one that stuck out for Motherwell, and he played with my son Callum. And I said to Callum, and he said, 'Yeah, Dad, he's going places.' And you can see that because, again, on the biggest stage in the world, he's providing, he's showing up, and he's bringing his stuff to the table." So I would think if Celtic are really, really, really interested, I would be making a move. But they may even have opened the negotiations. You don't know these things. But I'd be surprised if he didn't go up the levels as he's improved and he's doing what he's doing ever so well for New Zealand. There has been no incoming movement from Celtic in the transfer market since the window opened 8 days ago. For now, Just's focus will be firmly on New Zealand's attempt to reach the knockout stages. Off the pitch, however, interest will only increase. In other news, Scotland face Brazil tomorrow night, and Celtic defender Anthony Ralston could have a major role to play. Steve Clarke's side head into the game after a narrow 1-0 defeat to Morocco on Friday, a result that left their qualification hopes intact ahead of a daunting test against the five-time world champions. Avoiding defeat by more than 2 goals would leave Scotland in a strong position and could all but secure their place in the last 32. Kieran Tierney was handed his first start of the tournament against Morocco, being deployed in a more advanced role before being forced off after an hour with cramp. The former Celtic defender's return was a welcome boost for Clarke after injury concerns earlier in the competition. Now another Celtic man could be set for his moment on the biggest stage. Ralston came off the bench in the closing stages of the Morocco defeat, replacing Tierney in the 89th minute. But the right-back may be in line for a far bigger role against Brazil. Reports emerging from Scotland's training camp suggest Aaron Hickey remains a doubt after training away from the main group. The Brentford defender missed the Morocco match, and his situation appears uncertain heading into Wednesday's clash. That could open the door for Ralston to make his first World Cup start. The Celtic defender has become a trusted member of Clarke's squad over the last few years, earning his place through performances at club level and a willingness to deliver whenever called upon for his country. Ralston made 35 appearances for Celtic last season as Martin O'Neill's side secured both the Premiership title and the Scottish Cup. While he was not always a guaranteed starter at club level, his professionalism and reliability ensured he remained an important figure throughout the campaign. It could mean coming up against Brazil's all-time top scorer Neymar, who has been confirmed as fit ahead of the showdown. If selected against Brazil, it would mark his 29th Scotland cap and comfortably the biggest start of his international career. Few fixtures carry more weight than a World Cup meeting with Brazil, particularly with knockout football potentially on the line. That's all the latest Celtic news for today. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. Hail, hail.